check, Mike 12. Mike 12, Mike 12. I'm coming. 12, fellas, here we go.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. White. 12 to Mike. Double. Hey, seam 6. 21.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
21.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Switch gears. Two. Go. 2. Mike 12. Watch the back.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go. 180. Right here. Mike 12. I'm going to white. 6. You got tight.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
21. Here we go, D. All day. Defense.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. We ain't giving them nothing to Wide. Get wide. Hurry.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Defense wins championship.
Play fake. Mayfield. Airing it out for Olsen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 36, Mayfield. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What we got? Show it up. Hurry. Go get him.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lock! Check back 32. 2. Let's go. 2. Out.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Protein spill.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got him.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Wait, 80. 11.
Check safety, check safety. Check.
65.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Breida, he'll try the right side. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21.
He's checking.
They run with Breida. A gain of 3, second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We own it. We own it.
Sit.
Check 24.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 16-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, alert!
This is Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Escapes the defender. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21. 12. Hey, exit.
25. Check 25.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
1, Omaha.
6 guys. Watch the shift.
Here's Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 18 yards, first down Niners. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
21. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Breida. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's what I do.
Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Let's go, boys.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges.
Here we go.
You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3
Here we
now.
go. Wait, 20. Hey, watch the ball. 21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Set. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm trying to collect.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
13.
12's the mic. Gotcha.
Hey, Echo. Check Mike 12. Mike 12.
You got nothing today.
12.
You got nothing. Mike 12. Mike.
Say hi.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
1, Omaha. 34's the mic. Hey, alert.
Shift.
Hey. High 7. Say hi.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
11.
Get that quarterback. Check. Lucky.
White.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Bring it.
Twenty-one. Black.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And some space here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Two.
Garoppolo now. And this is Selleck here with the grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Garoppolo now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The kick by Gold is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first throw for the backup Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Target, 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 target.
Eleven.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Block. 13.
Hey, turn it up.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Shift.
Hurry.
Turn it up. Kill.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go. 15-90, 54. Let it go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.